Number 4, one of the reasons why there is where there is a silent treatment in families, emotional immaturity. Emotional immaturity. Thanks for joining. I appreciate all of you. Emotional immaturity. When we talk about emotional immaturity, there are so many couples who are married but are not matured. This manifests in lack of skills to express our feelings. When something happens, we are not skillful enough to express our feelings. Maybe we are feeling some hurt, we are feeling some pain. So emotional maturity involves the ability to recognize one's feelings, to express hurt calmly, to handle disagreement without shutting down, which is what many people do. They shut down. Totally, they don't talk to their spouse. They shut down for months and weeks. And emotional maturity also manifests in taking responsibility for one's reactions. An emotionally immature spouse may not know how to say, "What you have done hurts me." Your spouse is your spouse. Whenever they hurt you, tell them humbly and sincerely that they have hurt you. Don't keep quiet on them. Don't be avoidant. An emotionally immature person may not also know how to say, "I feel disappointed." An emotionally immature person may not know how to say, "Can we talk about this matter? Can we talk about this matter? It is paining me. I'm not feeling so good about it. Can we talk about it?" Because you are the wife of that man. He is your husband. In families, we should like to talk about our issues. Instead of communicating, such people, they withdraw. Silence becomes their coping mechanism because they lack the skills to process and express emotions constructively. Those are emotionally immature, husband and wife. That somebody has a beard does not mean is mature emotionally. Age does not determine your emotional maturity. You can be 70 years of age, you cannot handle issues. So sometimes people like that, they use silence. Those who are not mature as spouses, they use silence as a coping mechanism because they lack the skills to process and to express themselves that this is what has happened to me and it's not making me happy, it's not helping our family. You don't want to talk about it because you don't know how to handle it. Then you keep quiet. That's why one of the reasons why people keep quiet. Listen to me. Recently, I got to learn that our human brains have different compartments. You see the way I'm touching my head, my kichwa. I learned recently that our human brains have different compartments. The back side of our brain, I don't want to use a professional or technical language now. The back side of our head is used for feelings, for emotions. This back side of your head, from here downward, that's what we use for feelings, for emotions, for reactions to issues. This front part is the one we use for critical thinking and reasoning. So if somebody invests more into feeling, although they are angry, they still leave their problem unsolved. Have you realized that sometimes we are angry, we don't want to talk to each other, but the problem is can be destructive to your marriage. That's why you need to invest into critical thinking. This front side, when you are reading books on marriage, you are investing into critical thinking to know what to do in case certain problems happen in your family. When you are reading about finances, how to manage finances, how to create finances, what are you doing? You are investing in this place. When you are reading your Bible, you are investing in this place. When you are praying, you are investing in this place. When you are going into reading, you invest in this place. So you invest more into the place of critical thinking. That is why if we have two spouses who only invest into their feelings and they don't invest into the critical thinking, when there is a problem that should beautify and strengthen their relationship, that thinking, that feeling will break their family apart. That is the major problems I see in so many families. We invest more into feeling, we don't invest into critical thinking. So each of us should learn to invest into the faculty of our brains where thinking takes place by reading the Bible, by reading, inspirational books that can build us. And I've seen families from January to December, they don't read book about marriage. They say, God is the one that will help me to manage my family. Really? God will not do for you what you are supposed to do for yourself. You need to read. How does a woman, or how is a woman expected to relate to the husband? How do you relate to your mother-in-law, to your father-in-law? You need to read about it. Learn from the experiences of others. I tell people, if you will not learn from the experiences of other people, you are definitely going to repeat their mistakes and their errors. If you will not learn from the mistakes of others, you are going to repeat their mistakes. There's a way to relate to in-laws. When you go to your in-laws' house, there's a way to relate to them. You can't sit in your in-laws' house and as a woman, and when your in-laws are talking, you are looking at the eyes of everybody. You are looking as if there is something you want to. They say this one is not respectful. By looking at them, they say you are not respectful. They bring food to the table. Instead of you to just eat part of it and leave part, you are licking it. You say, I will finish. I don't know when I'm going to see this kind of meat again in my house. They say this one is how do they call it? They say this one is is voracious. They say she can eat too much. When you go to your in-laws' house, they look for your mistakes and your errors. In where there is no mistake, they find mistake where there are no mistakes. That's in-law for you. So there is a way to behave when you go to your in-laws' house. You can't finish eating with your in-law and you allow your father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister to carry the plate because you are a wife. No, you carry the plate to the kitchen, you go and wash. These simple things have destroyed so many homes, but people don't know. So there is need for us to invest in our critical thinking portion of our brain. The more you invest in this place, you know how to handle issues in your family. While you are sorrowful and you are crying, problems are waiting for you to be solved. The cry will not solve the problem. You are only exercising that back part of your head. This one is waiting to be exercised so that you can solve this one solve the problem. The back doesn't solve. This one makes you to cry when problem happens, but it doesn't solve your problem. Are we together? You are blessed. Let somebody write in the comment section, I am blessed. My family is blessed. Let somebody write in the comment section, my family is blessed. My family is blessed. Yes, write in the comment section. God is seeing that thing that you are writing there. Write in the comment section, my family is blessed. My family is blessed. My home is blessed. My family is blessed. So invest in critical thinking. So the back part of your brain is the home of feeling. That's the one you use to react. That's why when your spouse does something, you react to it. Sometimes your reaction, the problem in your family you are trying to solve is not the problem. It is your reaction. How you react to the problem is the bigger problem. That means you are strong on feeling, but you are weak on critical thinking. So let's invest in this side. Let's read. Let's know what to do when issues come up in our family. However much we react by feeling, it doesn't solve problem. Many people even marry based on feeling. And feeling doesn't build a marriage. You say, I love him. I love that thing you call love. There was a message I gave recently. Love alone does not build a family. Love is an emotion. You can love somebody today, you don't love him tomorrow. Actually, it is a filial love. Not the agape love, the filial love. Today it is there, tomorrow it is not there. But when you invest into the critical thinking portion of your brain, you know how to handle every issue that happens in your family. That's why the same issue that breaks family A, the same issue will refine family B. Why? Because they are critical thinkers. It is not enough to just only pray about your family. There's a place of prayer. But prayer will not do everything for you. There's a place of prayer. There's a place of critical thinking. When issue comes up, when the school fees of children are to be paid, it is not your feeling that will pay the school fees. You have to think yourself out of the box. How do we get the school fees? Stay in the house and cry will not pay that school fees. We are talking about what? So we are saying The front part is action oriented. The other part is what? Is reaction oriented. So while we develop this one, let's develop this one more. That will help us to be able to solve our problem. Mature love requires dialogue, even in moments of failure.